Hello friends, I am Dr. Rohan Kate, consultant physician and cardiodiabetic specialist working in Lokmanya Hospital Chinchwad, and I am having my own clinic at Wakad. Today we are going to take some knowledge about the high blood pressure, and we are going to discuss about how to prevent or how to control the hypertension. We all know that it is an aging process. Hypertension is an aging process. Normally in our body, the blood pressure varies according to the day and night time. When blood pressure increases, it's called as a hypertension. Normally when heart pumps the blood into the circulation, there is some blood pressure which has developed in the body. It is called as a normal blood pressure. When it increases above the 140 millimeter of mercury systolic by 90 millimeter of mercury diastolic, it is called as a high blood pressure. Now we are going to discuss about the hypertension, why it occurs. We all know as the age increases, the thickness of the blood vessel increases. It is called as hardness of a blood pressure because of the atherosclerosis. Why atherosclerosis occurs? Because of the increase in a cholesterol level, increase in age, then there is a increase hardness of the vessel causes increase in a blood pressure. Now if we will see the family history, when there is a patient, those who are having a family history like mother, father or grandfather, grandmother are having a hypertension, they may have a chances that they get a hypertension in their life. Now what are the other factors that increases the blood pressure? Excess intake of salt, sedentary lifestyle, diabetes mellitus, obesity, overweight. These are the factors which increases the blood pressure. Another factor, like we can control that factors, are smoking, alcohol, tobacco consumption are the risk factor for the high blood pressure. Now we are going to discuss about why the blood pressure increases and what it is going to cause. When blood pressure increases by this family history or age or sedentary lifestyle or bad habits, then it causes increase in the pressure in the artery. So heart requires more pressure to pump the blood into the circulation. So pressure on the heart increases, then leading to the left ventricular hypertrophy or left ventricular failure. It is called as a congestive cardiac failure or hypertensive failure. When blood pressure increases, heart needs to pump the blood with a force. So the thickness of the artery increases because of the minor trauma to the vessels. Now when there is an increase in a blood pressure, it is also affect the other organs. Those are brain, kidney and heart. These are the main organs that gets affected. Other organs like eyes also gets affected. When there is an increase in a blood pressure, it is causes brain stroke or brain hemorrhage. When there is an increase in a blood pressure, it is called as renal dysfunction or renal failure. It may be stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 renal failure. Then when there is increase in a blood pressure, it is causes congestive heart failure and leading to the breathlessness or a dyspnea. Then minor changes occurs when blood pressure increases abruptly. It is called as a hypertensive retinopathy. There are so many other complications of a high blood pressure. We are not going to discuss. The major things are these. Now if we will see the normal blood pressure, when the normal blood pressure it's labeled as a 120 by 80. Anything above 120 by 80, less than 140 by 90, it is called as a pre-hypertension. In that scenario, we have to change the lifestyle that we are going to discuss further. Now, when every human being wants a normal, healthy life, it's depend on our lifestyle. When there is a weight, BMI more than 30, when patient is having sedentary lifestyle, no exercise, high consumption of fatty foods, then having tobacco, smoking and alcohol habits leading to the hypertension. Now, how to control the hypertension or how to reduce the blood pressure which has increased. It may be pre-hypertension or stage 1, stage 2 hypertension. So regular exercise is the important thing. We have to do the at least 45 minutes per day for 5 to 6 days a week to reduce the weight to keep ourselves healthy. Then healthy diet, when we should taking a high fat diet, it's leading to the high cholesterol level causing atherosclerosis. So we should have a healthy diet which is containing a high in protein, less in carbohydrate and fat. Now bad habits like smoking or tobacco or alcohol should be stopped. And then regular blood pressure monitoring. If you are in a pre-hypertension or stage 1 hypertension, by doing regular exercise, by reducing a salt intake, diet, by reducing a fatty food in the diet, we can monitor the blood pressure regularly and we can control the blood pressure. Even those who are in a pre-hypertensive stage, they can do the regular exercise, reduce the weight, and they can control the blood pressure around 8 to 10 millimeters of mercury by DASH diet. Now adherence to the medicine is the important thing in all hypertensive patient. Now what we are going to see is how the regular exercise and diet reduces the blood pressure. When we are doing an exercise, the calorie gets burned. When the calories are getting burned, the less deposition of fat occur. When there is a less deposition of fat in the arteries or in the body, it reduces the atherosclerosis. When the atherosclerosis get reduced, the hardness of the artery get reduced and it can control the blood pressure. Now if regular exercise also help to maintain the healthy weight that we discussed, when there is a weight reduction, if there is a BMI, that is body mass index is more than 30, or patient is overweight, obese because of a sedentary lifestyle or bad habits or bad food intake leading to the increased weight. When we do the regular exercise, reduce the intake of a fat and stop the bad habit, then the weight get reduced. Once the weight get reduced, the fat deposition in the arteries get reduced and leading to the reduction in our blood pressure. Now healthy diet, what I told you, that is a DASH diet, we can reduce the blood pressure. Now eating less saturated fat and total fat that I told you, when we are reducing the total fat or saturated fat, we can reduce the weight. Once we can reduce the weight, we can reduce the atherosclerosis and we can reduce the blood pressure. We can have a healthy diet, getting plenty of a potassium and limiting the amount of sodium in a diet by reducing the salt intake also reduces the blood pressure because it reduces the atherosclerosis. Now DASH standard for a dietary approach to stop the hypertension diet. Eating DASH diet also reduces the blood pressure around 8 to 10 millimeters of mercury. When we are reducing the sodium intake in a diet, we can reduce the blood pressure. Then bad habits like smoking, tobacco, alcohol, these are also causes a minor injury to the vessels. When there is a epithelial injury to the vessels, it causes atherosclerotic plaque rupture and causing a heart attack or stroke or a heart failure because of the smoking or tobacco. Smoking and tobacco also increases the heart rate and causing a cardiac failure. Now how to quit or how to reduce the bad habits, you have to take a consultation with the physician or you have to take a consultation with the psychiatrist to reduce your bad habits. Now coming to the regular blood pressure monitoring and how to control the blood pressure. When we know that we are having a high blood pressure, then we should follow up with the DASH diet and the regular exercise and the diet what I told you. Also it's your responsibility to check your blood pressure regularly and control the blood pressure with the advice of a physician by taking the tablets. If you are in a stage 1 or a stage 2 hypertension, you should consult your physician and take a proper hypertensive treatment. When you are taking a hypertensive treatment, you should monitor the blood pressure regularly. It is not like that once I have taken a tablet, I am fine and my hypertension has gone and there is no treatment required. It's not like that. You have to consult with the physician and you have to control your blood pressure, keep it maintained less than 140/90. If your exercise and diet gets reduce your blood pressure, you can reduce the tablet with regular follow-up in the OPDs. Now if you will see the stress factor, what I told you, stress factor is the one of the major cause for the hypertension. Nowadays everybody is like they are interested in making money or living a sedentary lifestyle. If you will see a routine patient or routine people, they are running behind the job, running behind the money, but they are not running behind the healthy diet or healthy lifestyle. So we all should reduce the stress. It may be working stress, it may be family stress, anything. You have to reduce the stress, and you can reduce the blood pressure by 8 to 10 millimeters of the mercury. Now adherence to the medicine, I told you, you should follow up regularly in OPD, and you should reduce your blood pressure by adherence with the medicine. Now we have discussed about the blood pressure, how to what are the causes for the blood pressure, what are the treatment, or what we can do to prevent the high blood pressure. These things we should follow in your regular practices. Now blood pressure is the one of the risk factor for the myocardial infarction, heart attack, or it is one of the risk factor for the brain stroke, that is a paralysis or brain hemorrhage or brain clotting. Hypertension is the one of the risk factor for a renal failure leading to the dialysis or a kidney transplant. Hypertension also reduces your work capability, it also reduces your working strength. So we should control the blood pressure by regular medicine, regular exercise, and follow up with the diet. Now if we have seen the complication, now how to treat the complication, that we are going to discuss in a short. When we can control the blood pressure, we can prevent all complication. When complication occurs, then we have to treat the blood pressure also and the complication related to blood pressure. Thank you.